This video is part of a course entitled The Successful Scholar, which can be found on udemy.com, teachable.com, or thinkific.com. There's a book available as a resource in both paperback and Kindle formats on Amazon. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll check out the full course. All right, so let's create our personalized learning plan. And this is going to be a compilation of everything we've done so far to this point. Are you ready? This is going to be a lot of fun, I promise. It's a little bit of work, but it's also a lot of fun because you're going to have that aha moment where you think, oh, I didn't realize that about myself. It's awesome. So I want you to look at this, that your personalized learning plan is going to be part of your talents, your skills, your knowledge, your strengths. It's going to be great. So first, let's start with a generalized learning guideline or definition. Okay, so don't panic because I promise I'm going to show you an example of this. But your guideline or your definition is going to be a compilation of all of those learning theories. For instance, I want to say, let's say I were writing my own. I would say, I have a quick mind and want to achieve my goals through an implementation of my ideas. I learn by seeing and am able to see patterns. I prefer logic, ideas, and concepts. I prefer a clear explanation in an organized format. I like to look at theories rather than practical application. Keeping this in mind, I am more focused on ideas and abstract concepts than people. I am committed. I ask many questions. I am energized, organized. I have a high value for follow-through. I'm a planner. I am motivated by asking questions, analytics, and I hold myself to high standards. That is my guideline. That would be my generalized learning guideline. Second, let's create an image of your ideal learning environment. I call this a cognitive environment. And the way that I did this is not only did I look through all the learning theories and the information we've collected, but I also closed my eyes and thought about ways in which I really excelled in learning. What kind of classrooms really were comfortable for me? So this is my cognitive environment. I prefer to learn in an independent learning environment with highly complex materials which challenge my thinking. I am a problem solver. I need problems to solve within a classroom. Since I like patterns and organization, I need a classroom that exhibits the same attributes: order, objectives, rubrics, clear definitions. I enjoy a visually appealing learning environment, not overly cluttered with visuals that create distractions. Third, let's evaluate ways in which you are most comfortable learning and ways in which you are least comfortable learning. Now, in my personalized learning plan, I have these in a bullet format. This makes it easier for me to quickly go and to quickly be able to really pull out what I need. Now, in this example, I actually just copied and pasted the information from my INTJ. This was in a prior lesson, but I want you to really think about items and to ponder if it's applicable. So if I were to say where I was most comfortable, I would say self-teaching, independent worker, ponder, reflection. I want to think before acting, structured learning. I want an intellectual challenge, listening and reading, a purpose, an objective, creating an action plan, visual information. Under my least comfortable bullet plans, I have put knowledge in an illogical manner, cramming, memorize, disorganization, exams with only one answer, unstructured classrooms. Did I say chaos already? Chaos, yes. Repetition, detail work, action without planning, and emphasizing emotions or feeling when learning. Fourth, create a quick tips section. This is really vital because you're able to pull out what you need right away. When you're frustrated with learning or you're struggling with a concept, or maybe you're staring at that blank page when you have to write a paper, you can swiftly look over these items which may give you the information you need to get through one of those blocks. Sometimes learners will fall back into an old habit or wrestle with a learning as they attempt to adapt to someone else's expectations. Now, don't forget that you will know yourself as a learner. You're going to know yourself better than anyone else. So use your talents, your strengths, and your skills to aid you in this process. So I want you to realize that I have put together an applied practices section for me. This is my tips, and this is not a complete example. It is just a brief example. So applied practices for myself. Note taking. I would use different colors of pens. I would leave space. I like reflection time. Use symbols. Study methodologies. I need to avoid distractions. Writing in my textbooks. Search for online statistics and graphics to help with my information. I need to draw sometimes. I want to visualize. I need to reimagine any visual situation from a classroom. Now, like I said, those are some quick tips, but these are not an extensive list. It's not everything. Now, as you are putting this together, be sure that you keep your personalized learning plan in a place where you can quickly access it. I have a digital copy on my laptop. I also have a minimized printed format, which has been tucked inside my agenda in case I don't have digital access. Fifth, be sure to hold regular reflections and time to ponder. I actually call this my weekly debrief, and I use it in a weekly format. During my weekly debrief, I ask myself, what went well this week? What didn't go well? And what part did I play in each of these situations? So for instance, if something didn't go well, maybe it's because I procrastinated. Maybe it was a part of work or studying that I really wasn't all that interested in. It could be that I had a lack of sleep. I had no determination. Maybe my energy level was low, or on the opposite side, my energy level is really high. Did I notice any changes in my learning this week? What strengths would I like to build? What skills would I like to work on? Do I have any goals to aid in my learning process? Sixth, include your strengths. Make sure that you really include those strengths, especially from your multiple intelligences and your strength finder. Lastly, add your learning goals. This is going to keep your goals within sight. You want to be able to have them where you can access them quickly. You should be looking over your goals frequently, but by adding them here, you're going to be able to look at them at least more often. Remember that your personalized learning plan is fluid. It's a living statement. It changes as you change. Don't force yourself to continue doing things the same way. As an example, if you find you don't need to use 5 different colors of highlighters any longer, then quit doing it. Now it's time for you to go forward and create your own personalized learning plan.